Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Lois pitched Chase, Brooke Lynn, and Gregory on her Bensonhurst wedding plan at the Quartermain home. When she was finished, Chase and Brooke Lynn were speechless. "I'm not," Tracy replied as she entered. She recalled her chat with Gregory about not bickering anymore and stated that she couldn't agree more with Lois. Gregory smiled, and Lois, Chase, and Brooke Lynn were surprised. Brooke Lynn asked to speak with Tracy privately, so Lois and Gregory left the room. Brooke Lynn explained that she and Chase had been banking on Tracy to tell Lois no. Chase and Brooke Lynn mentioned that they wanted to marry in Port Charles, which was meaningful to them as a pair. Tracy called Lois and Gregory back in and revealed that the wedding will be held in Port Charles. Tracy went on to say that they could have a Coney Island-themed rehearsal dinner to placate Lois. Lois recommended they go to Coney Island, as Tracy could afford to jet everyone there for the night. Lois assumed that the wedding would be lovely as long as it was what the couple desired. "You never cease to amaze me," Gregory said Tracy a few moments later. Tracy insisted that no one was taking her on any Coney Island rides. Gregory, on the other hand, felt that if he could persuade Alexis to skydive, he could persuade Tracy to join him. Drew paid Carly a visit at Crimson and told her that she would soon surpass Nina's successes at the magazine. He kissed her and told her that replacing Nina with Carly was the best move he'd ever made. Michael arrived, congratulated his mother on her new position, and wanted to meet with Drew. Carly wanted to go to the hospital to support Jocelyn anyhow. She murmured to Drew to be gentle with Michael, then departed. Michael announced that he was retiring as CEO of Aurora and handed Drew a letter. He believed he should have been consulted on such a significant staff change. "Like you shared information about Nina with me," Drew shot back. After a brief dispute, Drew admitted that his rage had been misdirected onto Michael. He wanted Michael there, but he needed to know he could trust him. Drew admitted that he intended to make Nina keep losing until she's as alone, broke, and empty as she deserves. Michael refused to participate in the vengeance, advising Drew to look for a new CEO. Drew said that Michael had just proven himself and ripped up the letter. He expected to see Michael at his desk the following day. Felicia informed Jocelyn that, as a patient advocate, she would ensure that Adam was heard. She went on to say that she had seen Adam's psychiatric diagnosis and that it was up to him whether he went home, returned to school, or remained in the hospital. Jocelyn responded that Adam simply wants to live his life without feeling like a disappointment. She hoped Felicia could help him, and Felicia said she would do her best. Willow carried Adam's guitar into his room and informed him that Jocelyn had grabbed it from the park for him. Mr. Wright entered and stated that he hoped Adam had outgrown the instrument. He went to get the guitar, but Willow told him to go outside since he was upsetting the patient. Mr. Wright informed Adam that there were more important topics to address than music. Jocelyn and Felicia walked in, and Jocelyn declared that Adam owed Mr. Wright nothing. Felicia presented herself as a patient advocate and said she needed to speak with Adam alone. Mr. Wright believed Adam didn't need an advocate because his father was present. How has that worked out? Mr. Wright threatened to call security on Jocelyn after she shot back. "No, you won't," Carly responded as she entered, and she assumed Mr. Wright should be thanking Jocelyn for saving Adam's life. Felicia told everyone to leave so she could talk to Adam, and they complied. "What happens now?" Adam asked Felicia when everyone had left. Felicia informed him that it was his decision because it was his life, and he had been given a second opportunity. She wanted him to know that he would continue to get support when he left the hospital, and all he had to do was ask for it. Outside the room, Jocelyn told Mr. Wright that when she discovered Adam, he was clutching his guitar, as music had given him a purpose to live. She added that if he truly wanted to do what was best for Adam, he would recognize and accept him for who he was. Felicia contacted Jocelyn and explained that Adam wanted to see her. Jocelyn entered Adam's room, and he was fully dressed. He thanked him for bringing the instrument and saving him. She explained that she had simply done what Adam came out of the room a few minutes later. Mr. Wright directed his son to accompany him home, as Adam had demonstrated that he could not be trusted on his own. Adam claimed that he would return to PCU and enroll in the music department. He went on to say that he would obtain a job and pay for his own education. "Whenever you feel like talking, we'll talk," Adam informed his father before Mr. Wright left. Jocelyn hugged him and told him she was proud of him for being you. On the ship in Paris, Dante informed Laura that the French police were meticulous and professional. He informed her about discovering the captain asleep in a closet and told her what had happened to him. He went on to say that the captain had immediately recognized Esm's photo. She inquired about Spencer. Dante replied that there was no evidence of Spencer or Esm, but they might still be alive. There was crying in the stateroom. Trina was recalling the altercation on the deck when Portia and Curtis arrived. She hugged her parents and explained what had transpired. Trina insisted she knew Spencer was still alive. Laura arrived and encouraged Trina to follow her heart. Laura wondered what Esm had wanted. Trina stated that Esm planned to kidnap Spencer in order to persuade Nicholas to come out of hiding and trade him for Ace. She told them about Esm's medications and the final fight on deck. Dante arrived and informed that the mission had been changed from a rescue to a recovery mission. He somberly stated that Spencer was presumed dead. Trina sobbed when she realized Spencer was still alive, and she hurried out of the room, followed by Portia. Curtis asked Dante for the local police contacts information so that he could keep Trina informed, and then left. "Find my grandson," a teary Laura begged Dante. "I wish I could," he responded. She went through a series of what-ifs before crying because she couldn't contemplate life without Spencer. On the deck, Trina asked Portia how she was meant to let Spencer go, but she only hugged her daughter. Trina mentioned how Spencer enjoyed swimming but despised the cold, and she noted on how frigid the water was. She regretted not paying enough attention to Esm back at the cabin, but Portia told Trina that Spencer had ensured that Esm could no longer harm anyone. Portia wanted to get Trina home, but Trina agreed to meet her mother in the suite, so she departed. Portia met Curtis in the stateroom. He stated that the police planned to extend the search for another 48 hours, and that if no bodies were discovered, they would believe that they had been lost in the English Channel. He also stated that there was a less than 50% probability of the bodies being retrieved. Portia admitted that she wanted Spencer out of Trina's life, but she didn't want it to happen that way. Trina wondered aloud how she should say goodbye to Spencer. Laura and Dante approached, and Trina inquired about Kevin. After being convinced that he would be fine, Trina agreed not to stay much longer so Laura could get home to him. Laura urged Trina, "Take as much time as you need," and then kissed her on the head before walking away. Trina recalled the happy moments she spent with Spencer in Paris and New York. "It's not goodbye, Spencer." Somehow, she urged, a little dough figurine washed ashore. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.